ITE is a powerful AI engine that uses recurrent neural network technology and a language processing engine to provide fundamental financial and supply chain threat intelligence, along with information about global financial flows, capital movements, and trade to national security and defense users. The solution integrates externally available data with extraction from documents and real-time events in media captured through event listeners that identify relevant information happening in real time across the globe. Our customers' objectives focus on solving fundamental problems related to illicit financial flows. For example, they may be looking to profile illicitly obtained or moved funds, to uncover hidden relationships and controlling interests from sanctioned beneficiaries or beneficiaries and beneficiary owners that are listed on internal or external watch lists, to identify vulnerabilities associated with procurement or with the supply chain, where a vendor several layers removed from a purchase may be introducing an unacceptable risk. We also support our users in responding to mapped threats or risks, to securing and anonymizing sensitive transactions or procurement for counterintelligence purposes, and to tracing financial and trade patterns of illicit activity, including the footprint or the fingerprint of crime, terrorism, and other hostile activity that poses a threat to the national security or defense of the United States. ITE addresses many challenges that our customers face today, whether they are major banks, de-risking their business relationships, major corporates, de-risking their vendor relationships, or public sector customers looking to address the risks with their operations. These challenges include obfuscated and possibly sanctioned beneficiaries, including nested shareholding structures and relationships that are often hid from public data quality and accessibility issues, where the relevant information is often buried in a document or in unstructured real-time data, and the associated high number of false positives, with efforts spent chasing the wrong leads. Our solution provides a flexible, adaptable, and self-learning platform for quick analysis and decision-making, enabling you to ingest a variety of different types of documents, to extract the relevant information from those documents, as well as from events that are happening globally. With explainable AI, we are able to integrate this information with other information that may be more structured to form a complete picture of the threat story as it evolves in real time, meeting your data where it is and supplementing it with external information. Let us look at some examples of how ITE can help you. We can see that the core of the platform is a powerful entity resolution engine, which identifies relationships associated with a corporate or individual entity of interest, transactional information, media mentions that link one or more entities together, real-time information that suggests hidden relationships, and other information that allows for an instant discovery of relevant controlling interests and beneficiaries. This information can be gathered through a multidimensional integration of structured, unstructured, document-based, and real-time data. For example, we can look at how information from a share purchase agreement is linked to other information available about a tracked entity to identify where in the particular document a specific beneficiary that is of concern to us due to involvement in specific operations in Ukraine is linked to his or her identifying information and is associated with a relevant risk signal. This powerful, versatile capability can be used to solve a number of different problems. For example, let us take a look at a global trade monitoring exercise where we are looking to isolate threats associated with shipments and the movement of dual-use goods that may be used in weapons trafficking or in the building of weapons by sanctioned entities. In this particular case, we are dealing with risks associated with a part of a supply chain that involves the shipment of porous pearl ammonium nitrate from a supplier to a customer of a bank that we're monitoring. In this particular case, we see that there are multiple risks at play. Not only, in fact, do we see cause for concern due to the presence of a dual-use good, but the engine is also able to pick up on risks associated with the supplier, which appears to be linked, in fact, to concerns related to a sanctions threat, as we can see here. Moreover, in addition to this match to a particular sanctioned entity, which we can trace through our entity resolution technology here, we see that this transaction poses other risks in that the expected business activity and the incidence of this kind of purchase appears to be at odds with what we're actually seeing. This business, which is in fact a mining company, is expected to purchase this type of good or service at a level that coincides with the blue, while the actual observed behavior seems to correlate to the green, significantly higher. This means that the solution has obtained a match to a known threat, which is the use of an affiliate to disguise the movement of dual-use goods through a shipment to a legitimate importer, while a sanctioned entity is able to gain access to the shipment and divert part of that shipment to an unauthorized affiliate. We can also correlate this type of information to other threats. For example, we can see that the engine has picked up on a link to another payment to a supplier that poses various risks from a supply chain integrity perspective. In this case, we can see that the transaction screening summary suggests that the counterparty is not exactly what they seem. They are associated with multiple compromised business addresses. We can also see that their supposed business activity and the actual export activity that we've been seeing from the supply chain intelligence that we've integrated into our analysis are not aligning. We can see that there are concerns around the channels, the goods, the services, the bank accounts listed, the tracked transactions that are listed, and the information associated with payments that may be going to this entity, which suggests that this may be a high-risk cross-border financial flow channel. From our perspective, the most concerning aspect is the possible correlation of any payment to this high-risk supply chain component or vendor that is based upon a specific issue. The issue of possible penetration of the real-time gross settlement network of the particular jurisdiction in which the payment is being made. This poses a wholesale payment integrity threat and suggests that we have more to worry about than just one isolated supplier, but rather association with a scheme to compromise the entire payment network that may lead to other calamitous national security and other implications. The types of analyses that are done with ITE allow for the assembly of a comprehensive threat story and identification of what to do next when presented with the relevant risk intelligence. You can also use this solution to secure and anonymize your own procurements or sensitive operations due to the knowledge of specific corporate business profiles and intended or expected business activity that may be observed. Further details can be obtained by viewing a demonstration of this tool or by contacting us directly. Thank you very much.